Hello, today we're going to talk about the second in our series of Soundtoys plugins, and this is Tremolator. Tremolator is like a competitor to the LFO tool, volumeshaper, kickstart. There's a lot of similar plugins. This one's been around for a few years now, but to me it's kind of one of the best in terms of that you have the most amount of control and it just sounds really cool. So what I wanted to do is actually demonstrate a few different types of sounds, so guitar sounds, synth sounds, bass sounds, and see how the Tremolator sounds on those, at the same time describing what Tremolator does. So let's listen quickly to the guitar sound and we'll go through these main controls as we're listening. The Tremolator is now off. Let's put it on. So already you can hear that the LFO is pushing the guitar. It sounds really nice. This is the out of the box preset. So let's go with groove. Groove actually makes the sound shuffle a bit more. So let's go and move it towards swing and shuffle. So it's swing and then there's a shuffle option. So that's what groove does and it's pretty cool. Now feel is really interesting because what it can do is move the modulation of this LFO slightly before the beat, which is what rush is, and slightly after the beat, which is what drag is. So let's have a quick listen to that. That's always keeping it in time. That's rush. Now this is after the beat a little bit. And you can use that in conjunction with swing or shuffle. So what accent does is it accentuates the downbeat. So as you go towards max, the downbeat is modulated more, but the rest of the beat is less modulated. And as you get completely to max, you only have the downbeat being modulated, and the sync is the exact opposite. It will not modulate the downbeat, but the rest of the beat is completely modulated. As you go down to sync, you won't even hear the downbeat. So let's listen to that. And we'll go to sync. So it depends on what type of sound you have, it will make a difference. Now with the rate, you have a link to clock. So if you just click MIDI off, you will have control over your rate using this. So let's listen. This is the rate of modulation. And obviously the slower you go, you have much less modulation. And obviously you can link it to the clock of the DAW. Tap tempo is where you can actually tap the tempo yourself. Input is the input signal volume, and then the output. Listen to what it sounds like with the output higher. So it really just increases the volume. If you want to decrease the amount of modulation, you've got to go here on the left hand side to depth. So this controls how much you can apply. By default, you'll have 1/8, which makes sense. That's kind of a standard, but you can actually go to dotted eighths. Let's listen to what the guitar sounds like with a dotted eighth. And you can adjust the depth that way. Accent. You can go down to 1/4 notes. Now this is modulating at 1/4 of a note. Or really fast at 132. And extremely fast at 64. And you can do triplets. Now we can change the shape as well to all different types. So this one here is called Premier, but you can do like a sawtooth up, sawtooth down, soft square, sine, which is a curved sine, and then triangle, which is a bit harsher in terms of its shape. You got all these other interesting ones. Wurlitzer, which is, I guess, a good one for an organ. You also have a lot of, I mean, not a lot, you have hundreds of different types of presets. So let's listen to it on a sort of standard bass. Let's listen to the bass first. We'll bring the tremolator in. So we can use any of these presets. So you can see there, I mean, quickly you can just get something that sounds pretty cool. Let's just reduce this to 1/8. Okay, now let's just increase the accent so it goes louder on the downbeat. We can rush it a bit in terms of the fill. We can shuffle. Let's listen to it with a kick. Now obviously you can also automate the depth to give you a bit of feel. Let's just do that now. Press A in Ableton. So now let's listen to what you could do with it on a vocal. Now, if we want to do further groove tweaking, what we can do is click on the tweak button and suddenly you have this incredible little engine going. You can change the threshold, the attack, the release, and you can have these different modes like gate and envelope. So if we go to, let's start with gate, let's listen to it with gate. So you can obviously go faster in terms of modulation, slow. Let's start with a really fast attack. Sorry, slow attack. So that brings less of the modulation through at a bit slower rate. And the release works the opposite. You can go width. Let's slow this down a bit actually. Increase the width. This really just sort of bounces it around the left and right headphone. Reduce the depth now. Listen to the analog styles. These are just different types of effects. Now if you double click in one of these, it switches it off or puts the sine wave in there. You can select like that. Let's try a triangle. This will be a bit harsher in sound. Let's try it on a different sound. Let's listen to it here. Now let's smooth this square out. different modes. Let's go with a fat analog style. Let's go crunch actually. Oh yeah, that'll do. Now I'm going to switch that one off. And now what you can do is, if you like this preset, you can actually save it. And just save it as test. So what's really cool now is I can go into a different track and I can actually load that preset by clicking presets, user, and the one I've just saved. So let's listen to it now with the one I just saved. You can actually save quite a few things here. You can actually save the shape preset. So if you want to use this on lots of tracks, you can by just clicking save here. And I'm not going to do that today. It's going to bring that triangle back. We can actually listen to them together now. Let's just go to the last track and bring the Tremolator in there. Tweak. Just change this to another square. What we're going to do now is just increase the rhythm. Smooth it out a bit. And we're going to accent the downbeat and do a bit of rush, so it's just slightly out of the center there. And we can just copy that Tremolator and bring it into another track. So you can see here some of the amazing things you can do with this. You can literally use it as a rhythm track. So please subscribe and click on the bell to get notified when I release a new video, because I will be doing more of these Soundtoys videos. So cheers, catch you later.